Get in your Wednesday morning going. It's Capital Extra Breakfast with Robert Bruce and Shayna Marie. And right now in the studio, we are joined by a pair of legends.
One, a boxer who has never lost a fight, winning 33 fights altogether since the age of 20 years old.
The other, a writer, TV personality, model, a regular panelist on Loose Women. You know how I with my Loose Women.
Yeah, you do. And together they share 6 beautiful children.
It's Tyson and Paris Fury, everybody!
Morning, honeys.
Good
How
morning.
are you both?
We are good.
I'm pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty relaxed, ready for the interview.
Good.
Ready for it. Tyson, when you were last here with us on Capital Extra, you spoke about your return to boxing.
Yeah.
Now you're stepping away from the sporting limelight and jumping into the world of reality TV. With your family, you've got a new show. It's called At Home with the Furies. What can we expect to see from your show, from your family?
You can expect no holes barred, full action, behind the scenes with the full Fury family. It's action-packed. There's a lot of screaming and shouting, a lot of fun adventures.
A lot of tantrums.
A lot of...
From me and Tyson and the kids.
I'm looking forward to it myself, like seeing it and watching it over and over again.
I feel like if there was one family we would want to see, it's definitely your family and it's how it works, how it runs, Paris. So what's it been like opening up your home to the world to see?
So the first week or two when the cameras came in, I kept thinking like, try and keep the place clean, keep the kids presentable, keep yourself with like a bit of makeup on. That went out the window straight away. Straight away. It was like impossible. I just don't have that airs and graces sort of personality. I just think, take me as you find me. And, it's a bit crazy, I've got to admit. I think people might find our life a bit off the radar, but it is the truth. It is what we are. Like, yes, there's normality. Yeah, there's school runs, there's the rubbish runs, there's kids running around screaming, and then there's like the highlights of Tyson's career and going to the boxing, going abroad, going to different countries, and just our day-to-day life of. There's a normal side to us as well as bit of a quirky one.
You've got 6 children.
Yeah.
How have they adjusted? Have they been okay? Have they been showing off for the cameras? Have they been okay? How have they found it?
I think the little ones found it just complete normality. Like the younger ones is like 6 and down. So they the little 4, they all found it nothing different, and they didn't know any different. Like it was just cameras around, right? Cameras are in today, no problem. The big 2, my older girl, who's like just starting to be a teenager, we went through like the teenage tantrums the whole time we was filming. So like that was all on there, and that was hard work because you'd be like, right, cameras are here. I don't care. I'm not interested. I'm not bothered. I want to be the Rob of the Kardashians. So it's like, I don't even know who that person is, but what are you on about? So I think they all they enjoyed it because they all agreed to do it. We talked to the bigger 2. The little ones was too young, but the big 2, we said, like, do you want to do it? You want to be involved? And he was like, yeah. But then there's times, I suppose, when you don't want to, especially when Tyson said no, he didn't want to. We got halfway through filming and he wanted to cancel the whole show.
Yeah, I wanted out. Like, I was like a couple of weeks in, I think. I said,
for no reason at all, by the way.
Is there any way I'll be on the phone to my lawyers? Any way I can get out of this? I don't know what I've signed up for again. I said I'd never do it again, and I've done it. I've made a mistake. Yeah. But, that's just my bipolar, going up and down all the time. And, 1 minute I'm happy, the next minute I'm not. And it's very evident to see my emotional roller coaster throughout this episode. And people are going to be shocked because I can take 10 turns within an hour.
Did the both of you always know you wanted a big family? Or is your family size big to you, or is this like normal for you? Or like you want it to be way bigger than
on the way counting, but we are at a normal. Yeah, I think we both agreed when we very first met, when we was just teenagers. We've married 15 years this year. And when we first met, we said we wanted a big family. Somewhere the number 10 has come out. I don't know where this keeps coming from. He seems to reckon that I agreed to 10.
10 including you, or 10?
No, 10
plus?
Yeah.
So I don't remember this conversation, but we definitely always said we wanted a big family. Okay. And I don't feel like we've got a massive family. I know I look around and I'm like, count the kids, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's how we usually go when we go out. But it's just a full, fun, loving home, and I love that. And I always wanted that. I always craved it. When we got married, I said like that was the main thing I wanted in life was to have a big family. And thank God we've been blessed to have what we've got. So number 7. We'll see where we go.
I think 14's a good number.
I think we can lower that one.
And some subs.
And some subs, yeah.
So, yeah.
We've got you 2 in the building this morning, and we do this thing on the show called Kid Burns. Just talking about kids. You've got 6, 1 on the way. I'm sure there must be some kid burns that happen in your household. The thing that we do on the show is when kids in your life say things that throw you off. They leave you speechless. They say what's on their mind. They don't care because kids are ruthless.
Unfiltered, no filter.
Unfiltered.
So I'd straighten my hair and I said to my daughter, can you take a photo because of the length of it? And she decided to zoom in on my back fat. And yeah, that was the result of my picture.
So that one came from Jade. What do you make of that?
I can totally relate to this. I remember saying to my girl, she was about 6, don't ask me why I asked the opinion of a 6-year-old, but I was pregnant at the time and I put some fake tan on. So I put a load of fake tan on and I came out and I said, does that look okay? To this little 6-year-old girl. She went, Mum, you look like a pig that's rolled in mud. Oh. And I remember thinking, that's just so hurtful. So yeah, kids do have no filter, brutally honest.
It's true. Tyson, do you have any? Do you have any kid burns? Any?
Well, it's not so much like taking photographs or asking them for advice. However, my kids do this thing to me and it drives me nuts, right?
I know
so I'll
what
be
you mean.
walking and I've got like love handles on the back, like big ones, like 280 pounds worth of love handles, yeah? And they wobble them and they hit them. It's the most irritating
Yeah,
thing
he'd
in
be
the
walking
world.
thinking he looks all slick in like a slim black T-shirt
And then
and one of the
bang,
kids
wobble
will
me
tap
fat
the
on
side of the fat.
It drives me mad.
You need to like do that when you're in camp, right at the end of camp, and then they won't be able to wobble anything for you.
100%.
All right, we got one more thing we want to do with the both of you involving dilemmas. Do you think you're good at giving advice?
Sometimes.
I'm good at giving advice on boxing.
Okay.
I'm good at giving advice on picking up dogs. What else am I good at?
You think you're good at advice on everything. You have like something to say about everything.
I don't really.
You do. You do. When his friends has a dilemma, he's like, I'm telling you what you need to do. And I know. Yeah.
Well, that is perfect because we have got a little game we want to play for you. It's called Fury with the Furies.
Do you see what we did there? You got your new Netflix show at home with the Furies. Capital XTRA.
Clever.
Thank you, thank you.
The cleverness of you.
Thank you, thank you.
So what we're going to do is read you different Mr. and Mrs. dilemmas, and all you have to do is tell us who is in the right for each scenario or what your thoughts are on
this
each
will be
situation.
interesting. Coming from his and hers.
Okay,
All right.
scenario number 1. Tyson, you've offered to cook dinner for both you and Paris. You're all good, you're all set. Halfway through cooking, Paris comes in and decides to start backseat cooking. So she's letting you know how to season, what temperature to put the oven on.
That's what she does.
Do you listen to her or do you ignore her and just do your thing?
Well, if I'm cooking, it's going to be probably a terrible job.
It's food
Unedible.
poison, so I'd have to be there. I will give him his strengths and weaknesses.
However, I do cook steak good on the barbecue. That is my job.
Okay.
If we're cooking any meats on the grill, that's me.
Okay.
I'm not great at it, but we can eat the food that I cook on the barbecue.
It's edible.
It's edible, but as for using the oven and stuff like that, I'm just terrible, shocking. I just don't know
I'd have to
how
be
long
there.
So you have to be,
or
yeah.
I think
what
we'd have to agree that would be a good thing for everybody in the family.
Yeah. I'm not one of these romantic, I'm going to cook you a romantic meal. It would
He's
be...
tried this.
It would
It's
be like a
terrible.
barbecued steak.
Okay.
With like a bag of microwave rice. Yeah.
It is appreciated when it happens.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
You know what? I'm the same. I've just got this picture. I tried to do barbecue sausages.
Yeah,
Other
that's
day.
what
You've
my
done a terrible
sausages
job.
look like.
Yeah.
That is an awful, awful job. They are
Burnt
the darkest
sausages.
sausages I've ever seen.
Burnt on the outside, raw on the inside
Raw.
there.
All right, we've got scenario 2 for you. You're going out on a date. It's in the evening. It's quite sunny outside like we get right now. Paris, you decide not to take a jacket out with you because it doesn't go with your outfit. Can you ask Tyson for his jacket when the night is done? Or is it your own fault?
I've experienced this.
Lots
and
of times.
sometimes, most of the time, he is pure gentleman and I'll say, loan me your coat, babe, I'm cold. And he'll give me his coat because he's usually overheated anyway.
Because I'm fat. And fat people are always
There is
hot.
the odd occasion where I have had a pure shocking answer of being turned around. Well, it's your own fault. And I literally look at him and think,
But that's not entirely true because if we're going out, I'll always say to you, bring a coat, bring a jacket, yeah? And if you just say, no, it's hot, but then it's f***ing down later.
yeah, then
whose fault is
he
it?
will make sure I know that I have made that mistake. That is your mistake. And he
But
will let me
9
live with
times
it.
out of 10, I will give her the jacket.
But after you let her know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
after
of
he's
course.
let me know that I made the mistake. He gives me 2 or 3 minutes of the cold, to learn from my lesson.
All right, scenario number 3. Tyson, you
Yeah.
are feeling hungry and you ask Paris if she wants dinner. At the time, she's not hungry. So you order a takeaway just for yourself. When the takeaway comes, she helps herself to some of your food. Is
Course
it
she
your
does.
fault for not knowing and ordering more food? Or is it her fault for just getting hungry?
At this point in our relationship, when Paris says she doesn't want food, I'm just going to order for the full family. Because always the same, if you order something just for one, then everybody wants to eat it. But if you order like 100 quid's worth of takeaway, nobody's hungry. Typical, isn't it? But however, no matter how many times she says, no, I don't want any food, you know she's going to come and
He
pick my
knows what
plate
time
up.
it is.
Yeah.
He knows the truth.
But we've been together 15 years married and 3 years before that, so 18 years. So, yeah, that's more than half of our lives. So,
Yeah.
if I don't know her by now, I'm never going to know her.
That is a nice piece of advice.
Yeah.
Always order more.
Always.
And even if you don't know your woman, order her more. She's always hungry.
She's always going to be hungry.
We're always hungry.
Yeah. It's been amazing having you guys hang out with us on the show today. Your new show, At Home with the Furies, is on Netflix now. One more time, give us why people should give it a watch.
Because I think you'll be shocked and astounded at the life we actually live. I think people's got assumptions of what we live like, and it's definitely a lot more than people think.
One last time, let's give it up. Tyson Paris Fury, everybody! Yeah! Come on!
I love how you care for yourself.
One of them weird people, Paris.